Hi, I'm George the Weather Dad, and we're going to be talking about the remainder of this week and on into the weekend and even on into next week and even a little bit further out than that for the tropics. Yes, we're about ready to head on into the month of August. August, September are the peak of hurricane season, so it's time to start focusing our attention in that area of the world as well. But first, let's take a look at what's going on temperature-wise for your Wednesday, and it's going to be pretty close to normal. As you can see here, keep an eye on this area. Not much change with the color scheme. There's going to be yellows and some reds around, which means temperatures are going to be pretty close to normal. Puts us right here in the Ohio Valley into the middle 80s and may even sneak a few degrees higher now and then. But overall, watch what happens here and also keep an eye on what's happening off towards the west. That's where the heat is really cooking right now. All right, so again, this is on your Thursday. Not much change there. There's going to be a bit of energy kind of building up into high plains, and that's going to be affecting us here. This is on Friday. You can kind of see a large area of yellow. That's where some severe weather could be potentially occurring. But once again, temperature is pretty close to normal right here. The heat, though, still off towards the west as well as southwest on Friday. Saturday, that low moves its way more closer to us here in the Ohio Valley. Don't see a lot of rain over the weekend, but I don't think it's going to be a nice sunny summer weekend either right here. But again, notice the heat. Again, temperatures pretty close in the middle 80s, but it's also going to be relatively humid on Sunday. Again, not much change for us right here in the Midwest. By next Wednesday, you start seeing some temperatures starting to increase, and I think that's where we may get more into the summertime heat, and that's why they call it the dog days of August, because I think we'll be in August by next Wednesday, and we could be looking at some more heat at that point in time. Precipitation wise, there's not going to be a lot going on next couple of days. This is on Wednesday. You see it's pretty quiet here. Thursday, you kind of see a pretty good area of potentially some severe weather for those of you in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, even possibly down as far south as Kentucky. This is on Thursday, something to keep an eye on. But as this system moves in our direction here in the Ohio Valley, it weakens somewhat. There's you kind of see the red kind of going away. Still can't rule out the possibility of an isolated thunderstorm that could produce a little bit of severe weather here on Friday. But the takeaway is there's going to be some showers around, maybe not a lot. More to the west. It may not quite get in here in Cincinnati on Friday. Friday still may be dry. But watch what happens here over the weekend on Saturday. Its system kind of weakens again, but you see some precipitation around. There's certainly going to be some clouds around here on Saturday. The real activity, though, I think is going to be down into the southeast. Sunday, pretty much the same thing. Not much really going on as far as severe weather potential, but there will be some clouds and some rain around. By next Wednesday, again, here comes another bit of energy moving its way in, so it's going to be a little active. The next couple of days are going to be quiet, but then I think we're going to get it more into an active period right here in the Ohio Valley. And as I said, we're heading on into August, so let's take a look at the tropics. This is 2 weeks out. I don't see anything going on in the next week or so, but further out even, this model here is showing not much going on. In fact, notice this arc. That's a frontal system that's out in that direction. Now, the reason I point that out is right now there's nothing going on, but anytime you get a front down in this area, you get a little spin up at the back end, so something kind of have to keep an eye on. But the International Tropical Convergence Zone, pretty quiet right now. This is where we start drawing some attention as we head on into August and as well as September. But right now it's going to be pretty quiet for the next couple of weeks for those of you worried about hurricanes for this time of year. But the bottom line is it's going to be pretty nice over the next couple of days. Lots of sunshine. But the weekend, well, we could be seeing some showers and a few thunderstorms. I'm George, the Weather Dad.